Hey guys, so today we are on day 2 of graphing our rational functions. I'm going to be doing numbers 2 and 3 from today's assignment, so that way you're left with 5 problems to work on. So since we started yesterday with day 1, I'm just going to jump straight into the process of graphing, and you can just follow along. If you get lost at some point, then we do slow it down in yesterday's video a little bit. So first thing we want to do is simplify if we can. So I'm going to factor these. I'm going to take out a 4, which leaves me with x minus 6. Denominator, I'm going to take out a 2, which leaves me with x minus 2. So I don't have anything that is top and bottom the same, so I'm just going to leave it the way that it is for now. In order to find my x-intercept, I'm going to take my numerator and set it equal to 0. I can divide by 4. And I get x minus 6 is equal to 0. Add 6. And x equals positive 6. For my vertical asymptote, I'm going to take that denominator and set it equal to 0 and solve. Get x minus 2 is equal to 0, which means x equals positive 2. For my horizontal asymptote, I will check on the degrees on the top and the bottom. They're the same. We have a power of 1 on both of our x's. So when the exponents are the same, we'll divide their coefficients. So we get y equals 4 over 2, which is 2. Then we would check for any holes. So it's going to be if anything crosses out, which means when we simplify, we've got the same on top and bottom. We don't have anything that crosses out, so we're going to have no holes. And then let's find our y-intercept. So we would have y equals 4 times 0 minus 6 over 2 times 0 minus 2. Which is 4 times negative 6 over 2 times negative 2, negative 24 over negative 4, which is positive 6. So just filling everything in over here. My x-intercept was at 6, 0, vertical asymptote at x equals 2, horizontal asymptote at y equals 2, no hole. And then we'll fill in the domain and the range once we've got the graph here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where my x-intercept is. This is where my y-intercept is. Vertical asymptote is at x equals 2. Horizontal at y equals 2. And then just fill in my graph. Then for the domain, negative infinity to that asymptote which occurs at 2. And then from the asymptote and on. Same thing with my range, goes up to the asymptote which occurs at 2. And then on. And then the next one we'll do is number 3. We're going to factor the top. We need two numbers that multiply to 10 but add to 7, which are 5 and 2. I'm going to see that I have x plus 5 on both the top and the bottom, which leaves me with just x plus 2 as my function. This is a line. So we're going to have a line with a hole in it. X-intercept we find with the numerator equal to 0. So x equals negative 2. We're going to have the x-intercept at negative 2, 0. Vertical asymptote occurs wherever the denominator equals 0. My denominator would technically be a 1. 1 cannot equal 0. That will never happen. So we'll say none. Horizontal asymptote, we've got squared on top of a power of 1. So we're bigger on bottom. No, sorry, bigger on top, which means none. And then holes, we can find by whatever's crossing out equal to 0. And then plugging that back in now into our simplified function. So negative 5 plus 2, which is negative 3. So we've got a hole at negative 5, negative 3. And then if we wanted to, we could find the y-intercept, which I said in yesterday's video, I like to find the y-intercept just so that it kind of helps me figure out where those lines are going to go. Not lines, but where the curves are going to go. So we've got x-intercept is negative 2, no asymptotes, a hole at negative 5, negative 3. Y-intercept at 2. Oops, I graphed that incorrectly. Negative 2. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. And then we will just connect it. We know these are a straight line since our simplified function was x plus 2. Then our domain, all of our x values. It includes every single x value except where that hole is, and that hole's x value is negative 5. And same thing with the range, it includes everything except where the hole is, which the y value of that hole is negative 3. And then that's it for graphing that one. So the remaining ones are for you to turn in on Canvas for homework. So you've got 5 graphs to make, and then just turn it in, make sure that they are all complete with the information written off to the side as well. And then we'll see you guys next time.